Hey, welcome back. Okay, so if I remember where we left off, so what I did was we're getting ready to do our two missions here. I just spent 9 points in bombs, and actually I'm taking that back. I'm gonna do 6 points in bombs, and then I have to pay for chaff, so I can cancel their flak bonus. So that's 4 more. So that's gonna be 10 points. I have 16 for the week right now, and if I spend 10, that'll put me with 6 when these two missions are over. So for now, that's where I'm at, unless of course it changes. Okay, and so which bomber group do we currently have set up? We have the B-24s set up, and so we're going to put our best pilot with it. It'll be the Mustang. And the B-24s are going to go after the marshalling yard, which is in Hex 8. That's over here. So we're going to fly... We're going to do a sweep. Because I have a feeling we're going to get bombarded with bandits. So I want to be able to intercept as many of them as I can. And... Now, the one thing with sweep is that it says you intercept... half the bandits rounded up to 3 max. So technically speaking, you don't get to intercept a third bandit unless you have 6 total. So if you have 3 bandits come, you divide that by 2, that's 1.5 rounded up. You basically are still only going to intercept 2 of them. So it says it right here on the board. I just haven't been paying attention to that part. So technically speaking, we're not going to intercept 3 bandits, even if we wanted to, unless, of course, 6 of them come. So I'm going to move it over into the high escort. Just makes it last longer. I know I get the extra +1 air-to-air if I'm in sweep mode. I know I get an extra 2 range, but I don't need that. So, and this is a very simple one. We're just going out and bomb. We're... Depending on what we roll, we could get some nastiness, but let's see where this lands. So the B-24s are going to go. The bombs they're equipping are all the 0-point bombs. So we're going to spend no points on bombs. And here we go. Pay 3 SOs to select any 3 German squadrons and re-roll their map hexes. Okay. I thought I remember getting this where we got to choose. I didn't think you had to re-roll. Maybe either I did that wrong in the previous campaign or it was a different card. It could have been a different card. Okay, so I can re-roll to move Luftwaffe squadrons. I don't think that's beneficial unless I get to choose where they go. I mean, they could end up in a worse spot. And then it would cost me SO points. Yeah, I'm not going to spend any. We're going to just go. So let's roll the die. Ooh, I got a nice low roll. 3. And a 3 is an average response. So that means only these 2. That's very good. Okay, so we're going to take off. Nothing happens. And then we're going to deal with 2 bandits right here. And here's our 2 bandits. This is the first one and the second one. So, let's move over here. So we got the first bandit and the second. All right, this one's only going to be with us for 1 turn, so we're going to go after him. And, well, yeah, I already rolled. All right, so we destroyed this one. I was realizing that since they're noobs, we sort of want to keep them in the cup. But we get our experience point for that. Oh, I forgot to give out experience points from the last mission. So Sad Sack would have gotten 2. Bomb Totem Mama is an ace. Death Dealer would have gotten 2. Hitler's Hearse would have gotten 2. And the 357 would have gotten 2. And so this guy, this 357 that's fighting right now, he's actually an ace. So let's get him promoted. So this veteran with +6 air to air is now an ace with +6 air to air. I don't even know what changed. He's fast. He has a 0 to 8. Oh, I guess it's a 0 to 9 now. He stays stable. That wasn't much of an improvement, but that's okay. He was still very good without that. Okay, so so we do that, and now they're gonna roll on us, and the 2 is nothing, and then we're gonna roll for the second round on him, and we destroy that one. So this moves up by 2, which is some of what we wanted to see, right? We knew we were gonna move that up just by doing normal missions. All right, so we have to do 2 flak rolls, so that stinks. They are going to get +1 to their flak because of this, and they get +2 because of the campaign, so they're actually getting +3 to their rolls. This is very bad, but there's nothing we can do about the flak. I mean, we have the chaff to cancel this, or that would have been +5 to their rolls. So that's all we can do. They're going to get +3, and they're going to do 2 rolls. So red, white, and blue, and sometimes Y. +2 to everything. Because of the dang low intel. What was the other one for? Or no, it's +3 to everything. All right, so we got a 10, 7, 7, and a 10. Okay, so the only one that reduces it by 2 is Wigglesworth here, who is the white. So he gets to subtract 2, but it doesn't matter. He's a 10. So we got this one, Death Dealer, gets to subtract 1, and that's him. So that doesn't matter either. So we have 2 hits, 3 hits, 2 hits, 3 hits. Oh. So 2 hits on Hitler's hearse, 3 hits on Bomb Toten Mama, which puts it to a -6. That's bad. And then 2 hits on Sad Sack, puts it to a -4. And then 3 hits on Death Dealer puts it to a -4. Okay, roll again. All right, this is a little bit better. A 1, a 1, a 6, and a 1. I can safely say miss, miss, and miss. That was an awesome roll. Red, white, blue means that Sad Sack is getting, this is +3, so that's a 9. A 9 is 3 more hits, so Sad Sack goes up to -7. These B-24s are taking a beating. So here's the good news. Sad Sack and Bomb Toten Mama are both on the verge of being shaken, but they're not shaken. So we do have some reprieve here. We are going to get to roll 4 dice. All planes have this on them. So we don't have anything else equipped but that. So the card gives +0, the weather gives +0, and the low intel gives -1. So everybody's getting a -1 unless their card changes it. So the Death Dealer is -1 for all 4. And so that's 4 misses. That's not good. Sad Sack is going to be a 0. So this is good. That's a 10. And these are all misses. So we just did 2 hits on something that needs 14. So we're in very bad shape here. This is a -1, and it's only 3 dice, not 2. They're all misses. Oh my gosh. We're not even going to do light damage to this target. Okay, so now we're to Bohm-Toten Mama. And we said it was a -1 because of the low intel. But we get a +3 for Bohm-Toten Mama, so we're at a +2. Oh, shit. I'm so sorry. We get a +2 because of this. So that's why I was so confident. We get a +2 because of this. So I have to re-roll everything. That or I have to pause and watch the video. So my apologies, but I got to re-roll everything. We calculated wrong. We do get a -1 from this, but we get a +2 because of this. So we have an overall +1. So Death Dealer, we're going to roll 4 dice. We get a +1 to everything. And I'm going to take these 2 hits off. Those are both misses. So I said we're going to get a +2 overall. No, +1 overall. So that becomes an 8. That's 1 hit. So far we're actually in worse shape. But now we're going to go to the next one. This one gets a +1. So that means overall +2. Here we go. 10, 10, 10, and then miss. So that's 2, 4, 6 hits. So I'll just do that for now. That's a 7. All right, so this next one's only going to roll 3 dice. Gets a +1. And that was not good. So that's a 6, a 10, and a miss. So that's 2 more hits. So we're up to 9. And yes, now we're on Bohm-Toten Mama, who's going to get a +3 from her ability. So that's a +4 overall. So that's an 8, that's an 8, that's a 10, and that's a 10. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6 hits. And that is enough. That puts us to 15 hits. We needed 14. So we barely did it. And I admit that chances are those first set of rolls may not have gotten as many hits. It was either stop and rewatch video, or I'm just going to re-roll. So I re-rolled. The target is destroyed. So we're going to roll or draw a card. And for each group with a commander that took damage, roll a die. On a 9 or 10, the commander is killed. Well, everybody took damage, so we're going to roll. And thank God we didn't roll a 9 or a 10. That would have been awful. Okay, so I don't like that card. Definitely don't like it. All right, so we get, by the way, there's no bandits intercepting us, so we're home free. We get 4 victory points, and that's going to count towards our secondary mission objective. And we're going to get +1 DRM towards the ETO theater. So I'm going to just switch this +3 to a +4. We still haven't moved yet, so we've been needing as much of this as we can. All right, so with 4 victory points, that puts us to 58. And then if we're looking at our people here, the fighter is an ace, so he doesn't get anything. Bohm-Toten Mama is an ace, and so now we got 2 for Sad Sack, and that puts it to 6. Sad Sack needs 7, so not quite there. Death Dealer is up to 4, not enough. Hitler's Hearse is up to 4, also not enough. So we need a lot of experience points for these guys, and they've taken a whole bunch of damage. The B-24s are definitely much weaker than the B-16s or B-17s, but they can fly further. It's definitely a trade-off. I think ideally, if you had enough gumption, I probably should hire 4 more B-17s, so that way the B-24s can rest sometimes, especially on a mission like this where they didn't have to go so far. But this particular mission with the +2 to the flak damage, that's what's doing it. It's the flak. The flak damage is king in this one. I think if we didn't have it, this mission would be semi-cakewalk. Okay, so this next one is on hex 9. So we're going, this is interesting now. Our dilemma is, do we do this, right? So let's say I roll low. We can go here and here, and then only have to deal with 3. But if I get an all-out or a high response, I'm going to get everything around here attacking me when I'm here. Or if I just go here, I guess, yeah, I'm still going to get surrounded. So it's 6 or 1/2 dozen, isn't it? Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, now I could do a distraction mission if I wanted, but I think I'm going to hold on to it. Let's try to get some experience points and knock out some bandits. The low intel sucks. There's just no getting around it. Here's the Luftwaffe response. A 6. And a 6 is definitely a high response. So we're definitely going to get swarmed. And move the target over. So now if we're going to look at this properly, everything comes off.